I forgot to put my camera up. Just a moment. Apparently, I am very red on this camera. Okay, it's fixing itself. It's fixing itself. All right, so we're here on day 298, and I've missed an entire week. I've been busy with so much stuff. I've missed an entire week. I haven't gotten anything done over the last 5, 7 days. I want to say it was a full 7 days or so. That sucks. I hate it. I don't like it at all. But, man, I haven't even been able to play hardcore. I haven't been able to do squat. But, we're getting back into it starting today. I'm a bit late at night. And I'm probably going to be a bit late at night going forward. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go on down to Swamp Sorrows. And we're going to check to see if we can get our rare spawn. Or Molt Thorn. Then I'll go over to the Paladin. I should probably mail all this stuff off before I go any further, actually. All these auction house attempts that didn't sell. Did you just come from Molt Thorn? I hope not. I have reason to believe that that person probably... Oh, hello. Hi. Yeah, it's been a while. I've been so busy. I haven't been able to do anything for a full week, basically. But hopefully I'll start up again today. And be rather consistent moving forward. Okay. I think that Demon Hunter actually just went by and killed Volthorn. Alright, well. What am I doing with this character? I'm bringing it back over to where I was. I do feel a little bit silly for having gone out of my way so thoroughly to finish the Kalimdor Cup, only for it to be extended another week. But that's fine. I honestly was really hoping to play hardcore at some point. But I just haven't had the time. Any luck on your end, Turbo? Any time to play anything recently? Oh. That's all leather stuff, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm taking this dude over back to the town I came from. And then gonna check on the Paladin for Molt Thorn. Then I'm gonna be going through my characters one by one to try to get the Headmaster's Will drop from Heroic Shadowmance. I did get around to finishing the Memory of Sholomance and Memories of the Sid. What was it? Shalomance and something Citadel. Wards of the Dread Citadel. I did manage to get that. It only took around 41, 42 attempts to finally get him to spawn. And then that night, I just abandoned all plans I had and just did both of those. It did take me like 3 times to deal with the Ward of Naxxramas in Stratholme, because I legitimately didn't understand what I was doing. Like, I had no clue what I was actually doing. I was super confused. I was looking in the complete wrong direction for the start point. But once I actually figured it out, it only took an attempt. So it wasn't that bad. Nothing. I totally forgot about the Seekers of Azeroth. This one I'm curious about. I know it's like an Easter egg hunt, basically. Not an Easter egg hunt. It's a, oh, what's the best phrase for it? Scavenger hunt. That's the word I'm looking for. They give you some little hint. You go out, you find the thing they're hinting at. And the more you solve, the more puzzles you solve, the more rewards you get. But beyond that, I've got no clue what's going on with that one. I guess tomorrow we'll find out. I also know that it's only like 1 task a day. For like, yeah, each day at 3 p.m. So yeah, that's something I'm curious about. I read the little brief they gave on the main website, but I don't know what that means. Like, how it's actually gonna work, other than talk to a person, try to solve their riddle, basically. It might be like the Riddler's Mindworm, where they have very specific, weirdly worded hints, and then you have to go to a specific location around the world. Keystone pushing. Ah, the exact opposite of what I'm doing. Only thing I care about in here is the Headmaster's Will. That's the only thing I care about. Nothing else matters.
My dear.
Done this enough times to kind of know what I'm doing at this point. Alright, how many times are we up to on Rattlegore? I want to say we're like 50-something kills in. Not high 50s, like low 50s, like 52. 53. Something like that. 51. Pretty close. Didn't need to loot him. Oh, I should, do the thing to get out of the dungeon faster. Yes, you do get new transmogs from keystones. That's absolutely correct. And I probably should have been doing that, you know, basically the entire expansion, but I haven't been. No staff. Okay. We're just gonna move straight to the next character then. For the, by the way, for the foreseeable future, I'm going to be trying to start at 10 p.m. my time, which means I'll be ending at like 2 a.m. my time. But I mean, that's what time is gonna. How much have I done Old Sherlock for? Not much. I haven't done it much yet. But yeah, that's kind of my plan for the moment, is that I am gonna be going on a little bit later for me. But like I did get my cloth bracers that I can eventually work towards. Didn't need to equip that. Yeah, look, man, they removed it from the game, and they didn't need to, but they did. So when they finally added it back in, they decided, you know what? Let's just make it that you can skip the task to earn it by paying gold. Which, I mean, we have to understand that gold is equivalent to real money. As long as WoW tokens exist, gold does have a real money value, and anything that you can earn through spending gold is a method of additional monetization, I guess. I believe that you can also I did not know the planar displacer allowed you to see spirit healers while alive. I did not know that. Okay, yeah. Where was I? What was I saying? Yeah, you can earn the bits for them through just doing knacks. But that's going to be the slowest method of doing it. Which I'm not opposed to. I thought you could earn it through just next Ramos. I mean, oh well. That's a money sink, but it's nowhere close to the most expensive one that I'll have to deal with. I am absolutely terrified of trying to afford the spider mount, for example. Yeah, that's a rather uncomfortable mount, but It's doable by crazy enough people.
Come, boss. Your fate awaits you.
I mean, Warcraft inflation is a real problem. No. Yes.
Did you forget, girl? I am the Dark Master. I command the undead.
I won't let you.
Now turn your lovely rune blades.
That meat graft will keep me in combat until it despawns.
I
What?
die, necromancer!
The bones. You rat.
Leave me to die alone, please.
If you haven't come to
Yeah, that sounds like it might be a little more painful than I thought. Look, man, my main thing about old Nax was getting those crafting recipes. But I mean, I still have to craft them. Like, I still have to actually craft the items to get the transmog. So it's not the most fun thing ever. It just so happens that right now, at this point in time, I swear I had the toy on here. Yeah, at this point in time, it's just a matter of trying to get this one staff. No, I guess I don't have it on my book. Yeah, so what I decided my plan going forward for the moment is that I'm gonna start having one of the heroics as one of the first things I do each day whenever I get on, with hope of eventually getting all of the heroics done. And I'm like, heroics are a daily lockout, and they don't take as long as raids do, because trying to say, okay, Molten Core, I'm gonna do that at the beginning of each week, and then thinking, oh yeah, what about all the other raids from every other expansion? They're weekly lockouts. It's like, that's painful. For right now, while I'm trying to do the quests spread around the world and get all those things, I'm just going to start doing heroics for the drops. Some heroics are going to take a really long time to finish, but one at a time, it doesn't take that long. I mean, each run of this takes like 4 or 5 minutes, something like that. So it's not that long. But if I were to just do, it's gonna take a full day, basically. It's gonna take 4 to 5 hours to just run through one raid per week. Not all raids are that long, but a lot of them are.
I can never die. This cannot be.
Once I, in theory, finish all the quests spread around the world, then I'll start taking on the raids and doing more for the heroics than just one.
It appears their deaths only serve. Isn't it beautiful? The weaving of
So yeah, that's the kind of stuff I've been thinking about recently. I've had a fair amount of things to decide on over the last week of not getting anything done. I'm feeling kind of bad about it.
Come, boss. Your fate awaits you.
I have no doubt that I'm gonna have the timings down for like when to quit the party and stuff like that before too long for different dungeons.
Now turn your lovely woo blades on our guests and fetch me the... What?
Nope, leave party. There we go. Once I get the Headmaster's Will here, I'll actually go and do the polyformic acid achievement. And then I'll need to look up when exactly and how exactly I can do Schools Out Forever without a group. And then I'll be done with Heroic Shilomance. I still have normal Shilomance, but like, whatever. Nope, no staff. Alright, I believe I have 2 more attempts. No, I have more than that, don't I? Yeah, I've got way more than that, because I've got the Warlock, the Evoker, the Warrior. Three more attempts, I guess. 3 or 4 more attempts at this. I do have mail, but it's just the postmaster. With all my boss loot.
Potential customer. Glad I could help.
So yeah, the grind is really on for this one. Not the most exciting of times, but it's certainly something. Yeah, demon hunters can't use stabs. So I got 3 more attempts. So here's a funny one for you. So I am a proponent of attempting to learn a language on Duolingo. So anytime I bring up I gotta do my homework, it's me having to do Duolingo for the day because I forgot or put it off for too long or whatever, which is almost every day. But I have this thing where I'm like, you know, it's a good product. They did a thing that's good and helpful and nice. I like that. But I also don't have money. And don't really want to give them money. So, to help even out my karma a little bit, I will click on all of the ads they send me. And it's led to this situation with my phone, where I have a bunch of really garbage phone games on my phone. Bottom of the barrel, drag garbage. And I hate them. I hate them with a passion. But, being a fair person, I will not delete the game from my phone until it asks me to watch an ad. Because the moment the game tells me that I must watch an ad to proceed in playing the game, they clearly don't want me to play the game anymore. That's the sign. They don't want me to play it. They want me to watch the ad. Okay, cool. If you don't want me to play it, I stop playing. Unfortunately, that means anytime there's a garbage phone game that they put an ad up for that doesn't require me to watch an ad in the game, it just stays on my phone.
Dark Master, I command the undead.
And I've just got a ton of garbage nonsense on there now. I really need to get rid of it.
Turn your lovely rule blades on our guests and fetch me their
I can
what?
die, necromancer!
Look, someday someone's gonna look at my phone and they're just gonna be judging me harshly for what I have installed on there. And I won't blame them.
To die alone, please.
I will likely have deserved it. But I can say that none of the things on there are owned by King.
Haven't come to study.
No Clash of Clans, no Candy Crush, no Headmaster's Will, no staff. So I can at least say that I'm not that big of a fool. Granted, I wonder how many of them are Chinese spyware. That's always a question. Alright. Another run with no anything to show for. Two more attempts. Pop my elbow. I also really need to be careful about my sitting posture because I'm in this just garbage, old as dirt, wooden chair. This chair's probably older than I am. I say probably. I know for a fact it's older than I am. Probably close to like 60 years old. It's not meant to be a computer chair. Cat, you're okay. I hear you. And you're not in my food, so it's fine.
Class is now in session. Class dismissed.
What even was this week?
I can
Dragonflight Dungeons.
This cannot be.
Well, I mean, I guess not was this week. I don't even know what last week was. This week is Dungeons. I mean, if you're gonna be pushing keys, that makes sense. Since it's a dungeon week.
Their deaths only serve to empower my what isn't it beautiful? The weaving of flesh and bone and soul. You too are being, my dear.
Run, necromancer. Your life ends once I catch my breath.
Come, boss. Your fate awaits you.
Alright, Rattlegore, one more time. And one more after.
Did you forget, girl? I am the Dark Master. I command the undead.
I won't let
I could probably leave the group right around now, but I wait the extra couple seconds to just make sure that it doesn't boot me out too early.
And fetch me their bones. What?
Especially on Evokers, since I can just jump through the middle of this room
The bones.
without a care in the world. Push the wrong button.
If you haven't come to study,
No staff. Oh, yeah, see, I even have a duplicate bag just sitting in my pockets here. Just because. I will say my cat freaked me out the other day. I want to say it was 5 days ago or something like that. He was on this banister right here behind me. That's what the wall is. That's a banister guarding the stairs. And he fell off the banister onto the stairs. And I kind of freaked out a bit. Because all I heard was a thumping noise. And then him crying like on the stairs. I freaked out. He was fine. He fell off in his sleep. I checked him down. I didn't have any issues. He didn't show any signs or issues for the next couple days. But he sure took a tumble straight on there.
May I be of service?
Wasn't a huge fan of that. Alright. That's up. We got one more go. We got one more go of Heroic Shulamance, and then it's back to getting transmogs on the Rogue. We're in Burning Steps. And then we'll be moving up to Searing Gorge. Up past Dunmoreau. I think I've gotten everything that I could out of Dunmoreau and the wetlands. Except for the whelps. I haven't gotten the whelps in the wetlands. The Hyacinth Macaw and the whelps are the last on my list for this continent. I'm kind of hoping to get everything else first. Granted, I might decide one of these days that I'm just gonna go to town, go absolute town on whelps for like a week in the wetlands.
Class is now in session.
Go, get, yep, there you go.
Class dismissed. I can never. This cannot be.
my dear, it appears we have
Malcat.
only served when what's the matter? Isn't it beautiful? The
Oh, the
weaving
lockbox.
flesh and bone and soul.
Yes, I hear you.
You too are beautiful, my dear. You should embrace this gift that has been bestowed upon
Run, necromancer. Your life ends once I catch my breath.
you. Come, boss. Your fate
Oh,
awaits.
I almost forgot the group. Okay, this is the last time I have to look at Rattlegore for today, at least.
Did you forget
won't let you.
Now turn your lovely rune blades on our guests and fetch me their bones. What?
I'm so happy that the postmaster just picks up all the boss loot for you. Makes these really fast. Granted, I don't need any of this boss loot, but it's the principle of the matter. You know, if you need to do like 10 run-throughs of Scarlet Monastery, you don't have to stop to loot the bosses. You just keep running. Alright, no staff today? I wonder what the drop rate on this staff is. Like, it says loot table chance is 5%, but there's some weirdness to that. Because it also says bonus roll 8% for arms mastery. And I don't know what that means in a Yeah, I don't know what the bonus roll chance means on that tooltip. Hello, cat. Hello. That was the wrong mount button. Alright. Now we're heading back to the Rogue. And we're grinding out some more classic quests. Well, I guess they're technically Cataclysm quests. I guess. Burning Steps is one of the unfortunate zones, because you can't beeline to the quests you need. You must complete all the quests in order. Because they're locked on such a rigid quest line. To get to any of the quests over here, you have to do the quests here. To get any of these quests, you have to do the quests here. You don't have a choice. You have to do them in order. Why, hello, Rare. Not new. I forgot I was on the War Reaver quest, too. This is an odd quest for them to put a little thing on the ground that you need to harvest, instead of just letting you loot it from the actual enemy. That's an odd choice. Oh, I also need to go back over to the camp. Nope. Nope. Need the power core. Nope. Oh, there it is. Alright, done with that, but we gotta go over here. Okay, so, if it's ever relevant to you, if you ever need to farm heavy junk boxes, these dudes. It's like a 1 in 5, 1 in 6. Yep, there's one. And there's a ton of them. And they have a really high respawn rate. Like, people say, go farm for them in Blackrock Depths. And maybe that's more efficient. But these guys are pretty decent for it. And there's like 4 groups of these dudes. There's one. I'm not to the point where I'm turning these lockboxes into Ravenholt yet. But I will be sooner rather than later. Rats. You just keep tabbing. You'll eventually get to the ones that have pockets. And I need the recipes anyway. Like that one's one that I don't have. Come on over, guys. Let's see if this is just faster. I have to wonder what another player sees whenever this happens. Because they certainly don't see me. I'm in stealth. So they probably just see all of these enemies having absolute freak out. On nothing. My guy, nothing new. Yeah, you need like 800, something like 880 lockboxes for Ravenhold. So I started just getting a few of them. Oh, this rare's up too. If these are not beasts, I will absolutely go to town on them. Because their chances at world drops. That means they have immense value. Friendly with Thorium Brotherhood. Right, I need to train the golems now. Luckily, the serrated bone spike instantly solves the problem for me.
What can I do for you? Watch your back. Safe travel.
Thanks, Marks. All right.
For the horde.
Need more boots. I do enjoy this quest. This is a fun quest. Not the boot polishing one. The other one. The strategic cuts one. That, in my mind, is a fun quest. Oopsies. I don't see any more.
What you want?
Poke. I was mounted. I didn't need to do that. Oh well. Hi, guy. Poke. Oh, no. I wasn't there in time. Wait, does he go to another lava pool over here? I was unaware of that. No! Not the pet battle. Just for you.
Victory.
Ah, yes, the war kodos. I believe the foam sword is important here. The bonkin sword. Yes. I remembered this time. It's only taken 4 attempts. 4 run-throughs of this zone. Not a problem.
Go forth to victory.
All right. Next part. How far away am I? Oh, that requires 300 leatherworking. Still quite a ways then. My class skill is still pretty not great. Pretty not great.
Blood and thunder. Abu. Strength and honor. Farewell. Yo. Keep it real. Strength for the Horde.
I mean, kind of feel bad for him. if they got out of formation, it'd probably be a bit worse than me cudgeling them. Because the sergeants might just have the wolves tear them up instead. Not a great situation. You watch one of your superiors, you know, go across the formation, just cudgeling all of your... Why is that saying that I'm missing something from him? Oh! Because I need to do this... Oh, I need to do this on a leather-wearing character for the Alliance also. Okay. This zone does not share rewards. Oh well. Which means I should turn it off of account mode and get the real number of things to do.
What do you need? Down.
I'm sure I was saying something, but I kind of lost it. I got distracted by other things.
Time is money, friend. Have a good one. Hurry back.
Flame flies. Do I need to do this quest? Friends on the other side. No. For the looks of it, I do not. I do need to do these though.
For the horde. Down.
Do I do this anyway?
Dabu.
No, because that's a dungeon thing. And that's why I don't need it. Because it's a dungeon thing. Gotta capture a bunch of imps that we're gonna go shove in a cave later. Need the flame flies also. $16, $17, $18. Alright, imp's done. Flame flies don't require me to dismount. That's done. Oh. There's another rare. Nothing. Obsidian ashes. Still blows me away that these dudes are worth Waterlord's rep. I just never knew. Or knew and forgot. Both are equally possibilities. Alright, now the wargs. Oh, this. Because I'm not allowed to skin them and do the warg saw. I can only do one or the other. I don't need to click this. I can just push. No, I can't just push F. That's why I'm clicking it. That's how quick it was. That's how quick. Can't just push the action key, F in my case, because that skins it. You gotta push the button to use the warg saw. And in just over the course of like a minute or two, I forgot that. And done. We are approaching the end for this zone. Not too far away.
Some strength for the horde. Go forth to victory.
Hey, yeah. Glad I could help. Keep it real. Be good.
All right.
Go home. Be safe. May your blades never dull. Raw.
Deal with the dragon. Oh! I didn't realize this was the last Scorpid recipe I needed. I have all of them now. That's really nice. That's really nice. Okay, these ones actually don't have pockets. Look, I've been finding some weird things with pockets recently. Oh, there he is. He's a beast. I'll leave him for hunters. wonder how many... 216. Rugged leather. How about thick leather? 204.
Loktar. For the Horde.
Slightly surprised if any recipes that require worn dragon scales are still in the game.
What do you need? Go forth to victory.
Alright. 2 targets. Hi, cat. I hear you. What you doing back there? Start crying at me. Meh. I had to bait this cat. I had to bait Grandma's cat
May your blade
into coming up to me for a long enough period of time to cut a mat out of the hair right in front of her tail. Because she would run every time she saw the scissors in my hand. And it was on there pretty good. I had to get a pretty good chunk of fur off of her.
strength and honor. Go. Now, go forth to victory.
Now is where we do the annoying part of going into the caves. Not a fan of this part. Not a fan of this at all. Hi, guy. Thanks for the junk box. Why did I do that? I'm not even wearing a disguise.
Strength and honor. Mukra. Dabu. Farewell.
You know, Cat, if you weren't so absolutely terrified of me standing up, I'd be willing to pet you more often. But at the same time, you come to me whenever you want to be scratched, and I scratch you. So, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Speak. Strength for the Horde.
I heard that, Cat. I heard that. There it is. I don't know why I have such a hard time finding this particular cave. I also don't know why they have a quest marker for this particular cave way out in the middle of nowhere. So, whatever, I guess.
Blood and thunder. Go with me.
Alright. We've got... I want to say technically 4 quests left. Because, Spoils of War is the final quest of the chain. Okay, Gloria Mist Chaos is all one quest. We don't get a separate quest for each of the named dudes I just gave gifts to.
Loktar. For the Horde. Some. Go forth to victory.
Skip. Cat. No, stop that. If I'm not paying enough attention to her, she reaches up and grabs me. Stop it. You got claws, and I don't know where the nail clippers are in this house. I haven't found any yet. Up and away. I can scratch you without you reaching up and grabbing me. It's okay. No.
Strong arm. Strength. Down.
Alright. Now we just go back and visit the 3 people again. Cat. Please. I keep on seeing damage numbers in my bottom left hand. Oh, it's because I got a buddy. Bottom left hand of my screen is what I was trying to say. It's because I forgot about my buddy. He was over here fighting an ogre. Come on, use his warlocks. Dealing with some imps shouldn't be that big of a problem for you. Alright. Done here. Let's go back to Ettrick and finish this zone. Hello, Ettrick. What's in the box? That's in the box. Cool. The other two quests are island expedition quests. Nothing I can do about that. So we are once again done with this zone. Right up until I log on to another character that needs stuff from here. Alright. Now we have Searing Gorge. And then the Badlands. Badlands is once again a quest, a place where we're gonna just have to do all the quests, basically. Like, well, actually, from the looks of it, I don't have to do that many quests.
Blood and thunder.
Yep, need to do that one. He's just somewhere completely different. Okay, so I might not actually have to do all the quests here. What are you doing? What was that, cat? She dove underneath a cabinet on my right and then sprinted out of the room. Let's see, that's not the heavy junk box, that's the sturdy junk box. So that one I can just open. I can just open that one. I think she's trying to play with something back there.
What do you need?
That's what I need. Yeah, I need to do the quest up to the Trogs. Which is the canon quest, and that's slightly annoying. But I don't have to do the day Deathwing came. And it looks like I don't have to do most of the stuff relating to Raytheon's egg.
What business have you?
Forceful acquisitions.
Anaria Shola.
So there's a lot less quests in this zone that I need to do than I thought. A lot less. Bye-byes. No interesting drop. So back out we go. I say that as if I wasn't going to just head right back out, even if I did get an interesting drop.
Yes. Keep your wits about you.
State your business.
Anaria Shola, keep your wits about
I was supposed to do that at the same time. Okay, I don't actually need to do that though. It's not actually on my list of things that need to happen. I just need to do the fuse light quests over here. Let's change request.
Hey, how you doing?
Welcome, friend.
Yep, just those two. Oh, that's new. Yeah, that. Well, there's 8 and 9. Look, as a rogue, I want to be able to just right-click on this, and it automatically unlock, rather than me having to push the button.
Yeah, what do you want? Glad I could help.
Time is money, friend.
Strange request. Hi, Whelp. They know what they need to give me in order to stop their pain. Pants. First sample and second sample. Every time, man. Every time I see that icon, I twitch. Because my brain says, that's the whelp icon. Let's head back over here and get those eggs. Look, I'm not terribly interested in stealing them from you, Deathstrike. Some hunter can come and get you. When and if they want to. Want it? I want it. I'll go up and get it. Light hide. That one. Grab this one. Done with eggs. Done with whelps. For now. Oh, right. Turn this in. Then pick up the eggs. Okay. Now on to Trogus Troubles. And then Bloodwatcher Point. I'm saddened by the fact that I have to do drug shovels, but oh well.
Hi, how are you? Off and away. Be seeing you.
There's one. That's one. Second wave. Come on. Why has it gotta be so slow? Third wave. Alright, one more. There we go. Final wave. Alright. Now that that's not putting me to sleep anymore.
Hi, you're a tall one. Alrighty then.
Our enemies will fall. We will have justice.
There we go. And there we go.
The eternal sun guides us. Farewell. reckoning is
That's it. Oh, man, I'm real happy I didn't have to do the entire quest chain for the Badlands. That's a bonus. That's certainly a bonus. Outdoor zones, Eastern Kingdoms. Why would that be tied to you?
What's on your mind? Off with you.
Hmm. Rise Obsidian. Yep.
Well met. See you soon.
How are ya? See you soon.
Oh, Lunk's task is actually required.
Hi.
But is the
Watch
fewer
your
the
back.
better?
Safe travels.
I don't see that as being required. Nope. Nope. Yes.
Great to meet you. Watch your back.
Okay, I see the faulty war golem as rare. But I believe... Yeah, there's a dark iron spawn. Dark iron chest spawn location right over here. That's new. That's worth. Even if it doesn't play the jingle. Oh, right there. Lunk no kill.
You got my attention. Off with you. See you soon.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Okay.
What can I do?
Big boss.
Be good.
Hi. Off with you.
Out of place. Yep.
How are ya? See you soon.
A lumbering
Watch your
relic.
back. What can I do for ya? Safe
No.
travels.
Proper anti-venom. Also no. So just 8 ash chickens. Hey, I need this. Six, 7, and last one. Maybe I should have picked up the quest for this dude's horn, just because I'm coming over to this cave anyway, to check for a dark iron treasure chest, which I don't see one.
What's on your mind? Off with you.
Alright, out of
Watch
place.
your back.
Dig boss. Just left Nars here. Nothing new. Dig boss will yell whenever he shows up. So I don't need to go back and look for him. Yep, there he is. Down he goes. I hear you over there, Cap. Mal.
Great to meet you. Safe travels. Be good.
Thorium point. Hello, welcome back. I don't see a chest. That one I think is actually underground. Same with this one over here. This one could be at the camp, but I doubt it. I think that's underground. This one I think's at the camp, though. There's Rexus. Maybe it's underground. It's hard to know, man. Oh, there's one. I I've already gotten that crossbow. But I can auction house it. What are you doing? What are you doing, cat?
You got my attention? Very good. Off with you. What's on your mind? Watch your back. Off with you. Very good.
Yep.
Interest you on the
Curse
point.
these fat
Watch
fingers.
your back. Off with you. Talk to me.
Heat that
Watch
just
your
don't
back.
quit. Doesn't appear to be on the list.
How are you?
Spiders have to go. Don't see it on the list.
Here there.
Recon
Off with you.
Essentials.
Watch your back. Oh, do I have a deal for you?
Get back to you in just a second. She has a toy or something. Gotta hit escape before the second auto attack lands. Got it on the last one. Alright. Need more golems. And then I can also take out the fire elemental while I'm here. He's around somewhere. There he is.
Watch your back. Interest you on a pint? Off with you. What's on your mind? Watch your back.
Alright. Now I need Dark Ministry.
You got my attention.
Right there.
Very good. Off with you. Watch your back.
Hello, cat. Welcome back. Did you enjoy your run around with your toy? Come on, let me up. Not getting any junk boxes from the dudes in this cave. There's the third one. There we go. I guess there's a treasure chest spawn right there.
Talk to me. Off with you. Very good.
Alright, that's done. In the Hall of the Mountain Lord.
Off with you.
Mysteries of the Fire Gizzard. From Agnes.
Interest you on a pint? Here there. What's on your mind?
Okay. Just over here, I guess. Okay. All right.
Talk to me. Watch your back. Off with you.
Okay. Siege. They build a better bullet and set them ablaze.
Very good. Off with you. Watch your back. Very good.
Then Agnes, right there,
Aye.
has the mysteries of the fire gizzard. Didn't actually pick up the leather there. Okay. Now we light the towers on fire. And for the bullets, we're mostly just looking for the crates. I say mostly. I mean almost exclusively. Six bullets from a random dude. I think that's the most I've gotten. Wait. I need to go after marksman. I forgot about that part. Alright. And last one.
How are ya? Off with ya. Be good.
That's done.
You got my attention.
Then these three.
Off with you. Be good. Watch your back. Off with you. Watch your back. Be good.
Deceit.
Interest you on a pint? Talk to me. Be
One,
good. You got my
two,
attention. Off with you.
Three.
Here there. Off with you. Watch your back. Be good.
Mountain Lord's support. Alright, now comes
Watch your
Operation Stir the Cauldron.
back. Be good. Walk with
In which I need to talk to you.
Greetings, spring.
And then once we're in there, we'll do Rise Obsidian. I hear you sneezing back there. Don't hurt yourself, cat. Don't fall down the stairs again. Really can't afford to take you to the vet. Why, hello, guy. It's new. It's worth it. I can't do anything about him. He failed to full combo me. He made an attempt, but he didn't get there.
What's on your mind? Be good. Watch your back. Walk
I only need Rise Obsidian. Don't need to do the rest of them. Charitable cheddar. Did I not? Oh, Zerlit Cavern. No, I haven't done that. Okay. Let's say I did the mouse stuff over in the vaults. That's done. And I just turn this in, and I'm done here.
Hello. See you soon.
Easy done. Don't need to pick up anything else. Can just walk on out. Dunmoreau and Lochmadon. I'll fly over, but I'm pretty sure I got everything I need to from those. While on the Warrior. Then wetlands, also pretty much nothing that I'll need from there. Arathi will be the next stop for anything that's actually worthwhile. Yeah, Dunmorrow, nothing. Lockmadon has a dark iron treasure chest. So does Wetlands. Yeah. So I'll check for those treasure chests as always. Oh, it's here. It's something new. Let's go ahead and just vendor some garbage. Alright. Now there's 2 more treasure chest spawn locations, but I found one, and as far as is typical, there's not more than one in a zone. I don't see it. So yeah, I don't expect to find another one in here, in Lockmadon here. But might as well check. Nope. In fact, someone passed by and actually did that quest recently. Alright, now we have the handful in the wetlands. And then we're going to Arathi. How many things do we have in Arathi that we care about? I have to do the Princess Unleashed, so we have to do most of the zone still. Yep. There's this one. Silver lined belt. Already got it before. But we can check. After we go say hello to the whelps again. As is tradition. New. I don't think I need these anymore. I'll make my way past before too long. I've only gotten 300 Evan Whelp kills. So, yeah. Journeyman's backpack, hey. Yeah, this is where it's basically intended for you to farm for the Crimson Whelpling. Because it's just got the fastest turnover rate for enemies. You go through a lot of enemies in this spot right here. And he doesn't require any movement, doesn't require anything special. You just wait till they come to you, and then loot them. Skinning is a bonus. Cat? That's not necessary, man. Grandma's cat doesn't get along very well. Grandma's cat doesn't get along at all. My cat comes over to see me. And if Grandma's cat is around, she goes after him. One of those really good to people, not good to other cats. But yeah, so this right here, this is the current best method of getting the Crimson Whelpling. But the price is that you're not looting the Ebon Whelplings, so you lose out on the Dark Whelpling chance. So that's a debatable benefit. Because you still need the other whelp. It's kind of like in Veralis. In Veralis, you can go after the Emerald Whelpling, and in doing so, the Sprite Darter Hatchling also drops off those whelps. Now you can farm for the Sprite Darter Hatchling anywhere. But why farm for it anywhere when you could go after the one that also drops the whelps? So yeah, that's my opinion on it. Once these guys come over to say hello, I'll end my spot here. For now, I'll smack a couple more whelps on my way past. Granted, if you happen to get the Dark Whelpling first, or something like that, then it's no longer a question. Because you have the Dark Whelpling, so you just need the Crimson. So, what do? You go after the Crimson. Cat, you're sitting on my wire. This is why I put that wire out over you, Cat. Because if I don't, you sit on it. Alright. Alright. Nothing there. Hiccups. Nothing here. Nothing off the rare. I've never seen the Dark Iron treasure chest in this location, so I don't actually know if it spawns there at all. Or where it spawns when it does spawn there. Don't see anything there. I mean, technically that junk box still has a bunch of stuff declared as dropping in there. Well, there you go. I found 2 in this area. And that's new. Very nice. Very nice. Simple spear. Not super exciting other than now it's off my list. Or it will be off my list soon. All right. All right, I'm in the past.
What can I get for you today?
Don't need anything in there.
Watch your back.
Quests. Need to do pirates. So I'll just go over and do those now.
Hey, you have a great day now.
Watch your back.
You can barely see them. It's right here. Guile of the Raptor apparently has a bunch of drops for the window. A bunch of transmogs. 3 different one-handed maces. Nice. Well, that one's relatively unique. So is this one.
Can I help you? Daylight's burning.
I literally never noticed this before. Oh, that makes it so much easier. All of my complaints that I've ever had about this quest, out the window. Just out the window immediately. Thrown away. Figure. Garbage. wandering a little bit off in the wrong direction there while trying to get the clams out my pocket. This is the wrong way, there's none back over here. The gem I'm looking for is on the other side, right over here. Oh, I'm stuck on the coral. In reality, even with the goggles marking them on my map, they're still slightly annoying. Oh, it wasn't in here. There it is. And off we go. Turn these things in. Oh, the bird. The parrot. The white parrot.
Pleased to meet you. Be seeing you.
Hell, off with you.
Greetings. Off and away.
Let's see. Have to do this one to get this one.
Be careful. Forty lines.
Man, they spawn pretty far away. It failed immediately because I went too far.
You need something? See you later.
That's fine. Don't be annoying, cat. Come on. Just utterly, completely quiet. Not a sound.
What can I do for you? Have a good one.
Transbox.
Speak quickly. Beware, our enemies abound. I haven't got all day.
Yep.
I watch. I listen.
All right. 10 bloodstone amulets. Did that man have a rifle in his pocket? Desk was doing that thing where it's knocking against the wall and making a sticking noise. That's new. One more. That wasn't one more. There we go. Don't need trolls. Just need the ogres. I think most of them are going to be inside. Yep. The enforcers are indeed inside the cave. A lucky charm. Forget how many lucky charms I need, but I need a couple. Nothing new there. Time to unlock a bunch bunch of these. Alright, we're done inside. We can head back out to the other kind of ogres. The regular just boulder fists. That's done. Now I can pick up the princess trapped over here. Start getting that done. Hello, cat. Okay. Isle of the Raptor.
Strength and honor for the Horde.
Yep, raising spirits first.
Some. Go for victory. Blood and thunder.
Now the moats. The moats being the most annoying part of the princess quest chain. Because they're not guaranteed. Or even of a decent drop rate. Got another lucky charm. Useful. I'm not sure exactly how many I need. I would think between 4 and 6. That's how many lucky charms I need. Can I get 6 in this cave? Six. Well, 5 more moats. Now. One more. Might not have to go back through and farm them all again. Got it. That's new. Really quite happy about that, honestly. I got turned around slightly there. It's fine. Thing is, I can't trust this cat. Because he might just start sneezing or drooling. Like, he just shook his head there. A little bit of, like, drool or something splattered on the edge of my keyboard. Not any of my keys or anything. Not on the keyboard, just near it. Nothing there. And just a reminder, although it is a little bit awkward to think about, finding greens and blues that we already have is a good thing. Because it means that we have gone quite far in to getting all the transmogs. that twitch was him looking at the other cat. Because she's torn at the moment. She wants to come say hi. But I've got Axel in my lap. So pretty certain that I won't put up with her trying to fight him or anything. Granted, I don't know exactly how old she is. But this one might be twice her age. She's fat, though. She needs to lose some weight. My current intent is to finish this zone for tonight. And then start again tomorrow from Silver Pine. Oh. Random pain in my foot. Ouch. We'll come over here, turn in those quests, and get the next chunk of them. He's alright if I harass him a little bit. Just purrs harder. Yeah. Welcome back. Yeah, this is my old man.
What do you seek? My arrows.
The other cat. My grandma's cat was harassing him, so I grabbed him.
What is it? Victory for Sylvanus. In watch your back.
We are getting close to the halfway point for here. The Trader Orc I need to do. Forsaken Trollbane. Do that also.
What is it? Victory for Sylvanus.
Yep. This is just what he does, by the way. He like just stands here on my lap. And it's not because my legs are spread apart or anything like that. No, this is just how he sits. Where is she at? There she is. There's the sigil. The bloodstone is off of a specific person over here. That one's guaranteed drop. And then just the boulder fists. while you were gone, I went ahead, I finished, Burning Steps, Searing Gorge, Badlands, poked my head into Dunmoreau, Lochmadon Wetlands, had nothing to do there. They're Alliance zones, that's not surprising. So we are getting close to the continent's end for the Rogue. Oops. Sorry, quest giver. Yeah, I killed 20 whelps and smacked the quick spawning guys like 100 times. Eh. Look, I don't always have all that much to say, I'll admit it. But whenever you're going through these quests for the umpteenth time, sometimes it's just about trying to get them done. He's old enough that he's lost his butt. He doesn't have a butt anymore. He's super skinny. And it's kind of worrisome because it's hard to pet him sometimes because all you get is bone throughout all of this, especially his hips. There's no meat back here at all. There's just bone. Come up to this cat, you'd think there's something wrong with him. All of the hunter pets are up over here. All the hunter pets of the Arathi Highlands are up. Bye guy. Bye guy. Let's see. I saw Snuffles. I don't know if I saw. Yeah, I killed Stinger. Stinger is actually the human over there, the Syndicate assassin. Poke. Cackle was up. The white parrot. Snuffles. Glint. Ripwing. Never went down over here. Don't know if those were up. Probably. Just about every rare I've passed has been up today. But I am rather late into the day.
I watch.
Moving towards late into the night.
Who do you seek? My error.
What now? Trust.
What's up?
Yeah. Chromie time plus Battle for Azeroth. Yep. This is one of the most sharded zones in the game. the only places that have more restrictive multiplayer aspect are the places that are quest phased. Because in those places specifically, you can be in the exact same world state as everyone else and still not see each other due to quest progression. But besides those, rather few and far between situations. Arathi, the war zones. Arathi and, oh my god, the coast. Darkshore. Are definitely the hardest to interact with other people. I believe it's 4 versions of each zone by default. And then the war fronts have an additional 2 each. Bring it up to 6. Granted, that's not factoring in things like server population.
Beware the living. Goodbye.
Okay. I still need this, I think. Yes. And then I can turn in Raising Spirits and Mirzel's Tale. Mizrael? Is that how you would pronounce it? Mizrael? I think that's close. But kind of like me whenever I come up with character names. Sometimes you just slap a keyboard. And whatever comes out is right. Alright, turn you in. Get the Princess Awakens. Turn you in. Get Guile the Raptor. Go over here. Deal with the princess. I have in my brain that during Classic, the princess was actually shared model with the final boss of... what's the place? Maradon. Like, my brain tells me that she used to share the model with the Princess Theradraz, but at the same time, maybe she was always the keeper model. I don't remember, and I haven't played Classic yet. Not in a long time, I should say. Need more of these raptors. This will probably get me a couple more pieces of raptor skin, which I don't necessarily need anymore. Not 100% on that. Yeah, the raptor hide. No, I got 10 in the bank. I don't need any more of that. Might be able to auction it, though. That's 8 raptor hearts. 4 more, then we're done here. And done. Alright. Head back over to the camp. Now, this will be the second last quest of Galen's Fall. No. Third to last. Do you want down, Cat? Are you wrapping yourself up in my wires? Alright. She's not around. She can't harass you. The fat cat is not around to beat you up. Okay, Troll Car. Troll Kalar. And then Alina's reward. And then we'll be done with the Wrathy. Just need to turn in 2 more quests. In the tomb, right? Yeah, in the tomb. You know, if I was smart, I would have flown right back to Hammerfall right then. Turned that in, then came back. But it's fine. I'm gonna end up teleporting back up to Undercity when I start things off tomorrow anyway.
I serve the Banshee Queen. My arrows strike true.
Alright. That's done. Now we got one more thing. And then this section will go away. How much gold I make in quest rewards. So, at max level, all the quests give around 21 gold. There are some that give 10. There are some that give minuscule amounts. But most of them will give roughly 21. Like this one gives 5. This is interesting. So maybe roughly 21 is not right. Maybe roughly 10 is correct. Maybe 10 is the midpoint. Well, it's not based on level anymore. It's kind of based on like where you are in the quest chain. So like that one I just finished, Alina's Reward, was the end of one of the quest chains for the zone. Yeah. And that Alina's Reward gave 21 gold. I know I have it blocked. You can't see. Yeah, that's 5. And that's 10.
Potential customer.
And then there's also the factor of what rewards that quest gives, because like weapons are always more valuable and sell for a bit more. I would say I want to say like 300 gold per zone off of just quest rewards wouldn't be surprising. Like, I haven't been keeping track, but I would say around 300 per zone, depending on the zone and how many quests that needs to happen. Sounds about right. Like, I had to do, I want to say 10 quests in Badlands. I didn't have to go through the whole zone and do all the quests. So, probably got closer to, like, just a couple hundred, like, 150 maybe? Probably not even that much. Yeah, I would happily say that it's probably a couple thousand per continent. I would probably argue that it's less than 10,000 per continent. So it's like, it's not that much gold. Doing your weeklies, your weekly objectives will get you more gold. The aiding the Accord will probably get you more gold than doing an entire old continent quest.
Farewell.
Because that thing gives you like 1,500.
Safe travels.
Yeah. Granted, I'm just talking some really rough numbers off the top of my head. And the 300, you're not going to hit that except for in zones you do a lot of quests in. So like Stranglethorn, you probably hit 300. Ooh. The bear's up. Oh, I did manage to get the all the rare drops up here. That was one of the other things I managed to do. I was really happy about that. There's the box.
Speak quickly.
So yeah, it's probably not enough gold to say that the gold is worth it. It's certainly no good farm by any means. But, you know, it's just kind of a side thing that where you're just kind of doing your own stuff. It's a little bit. I mean, I want to say that this character had 61,000 whenever I was just having it sit in Swamp of Sorrows. So I think I've made around 3,000 doing the Plaguelands, Eversong, Ghostlands, all of the lower areas, and Arathi. I think I've made around 3,000 gold. And honestly, I don't even know why I'm flying back to Undercity right this moment, because I'm actually about to hearth back to Stonard and look for Moltthorn again. I just started flying in this direction and just didn't stop. I do need to visit the auction house. Just shove all this stuff back on there. I forget if yes, absolutely. Yeah. Getting Lore Master done, especially in expansions that aren't the old world, definitely worth it. But yeah, I don't quite remember in my brain if people in Europe can make characters on the United States servers. I know I can make a character on Oceania, but I don't think I can for the European servers. Just popped up in my brain. I'm not sure about that. I don't remember. Yeah, okay, that's kind of what I thought. That you need... Yeah.
Do not seek death.
Huh. I've got no clue what people do for boosting. I'm not going to try to charge somebody 5,000 for that. Yeah, I'm immersed in the United States, so I really don't know in comparison to most other countries. But I know, like, what we consider to be absurd pricing for housing and stuff like that is completely unimaginable for most countries around the world. Like, trying to live in California isn't just expensive for Americans. The only country that could look at living in California and think, you know what, that's actually moderately okay, is Canada.
good.
Because Canada has absurd living prices all over the country. Oh, wait, hold on. No, I need that one. There are a handful of legitimate castles in the United States, in the continental United States. And to buy one is like $10,000. Ooh, Molthorn's up. Nothing new. Alright, once on the Paladin. And 10,000 USD is a lot. But when you're talking about wanting a house, a McMansion, one of those big upper middle class houses where it has enough rooms to raise a family of 5. So 2 parents and 3 children. A McMansion house of that size can go just short of $1 million in some places. Or even over $1 million in some places. Nope, Molthorn over here. And it's silly expensive. And a lot of Americans really have no perception at all about how much money they go through on an average basis. Like, a great example is that there's people. It's a very common trope in poor neighborhoods in the United States where you'll look at someone's house and it's dirty. The grass is unkempt. Like, not just uncut. I mean, like, half of the grass is dirt. They might have a chain link fence, but it's kind of messed up or old. And even people in that kind of situation can still afford a vehicle, gas money to drive it around, and a multi-$100 speaker system for their house. It's like, a lot of Americans really don't have any perception of the cost of things around the world. And it's not completely their fault, because they look at the price to travel and they're like, why would I pay a couple $100 to travel? And they don't get that worldly experience. Affordable housing in the United States is a political buzzword for politicians who wish to house the homeless. Like, if you talk about affordable housing in the United States, you're normally talking about trying to build mini homes in, like, poor areas so that people who are homeless can move into them on the state budget. And those mini homes are almost always a scam, because they actually cost as much of as a McMansion. Hey, if the one you're living in costs less than $500,000 to build, oh, an apartment? Do you have possibly 2 bedrooms? Because the many homes I'm talking about aren't apartments. They're little 2 rooms total. Okay, yeah, that's about the right size. Yeah, no. The ones I'm talking about are not apartments. They're not apartment buildings. They're tiny little, like... I would have to physically bring up a picture to really get across what I'm talking about. But they're these tiny little narrow houses. I mean, yeah. One of the issues with housing in Europe is just the sheer amount of land. Like, US is huge. United States is massive. We have so much land we don't know what to do with it. So, if you can't get your own house, you get out of the city and you can suddenly afford it. Like, there's tons of small towns all over the United States that you can get a house in for a really reasonable amount. But then you go a little too close to a city, and you're paying some supremely high, heavily state tax garbage. It depends. But yeah, most of the small towns, apartments aren't really around. The closest thing you have an apartment in a lot of the really small towns are hotels. It's a different world, man. Look, I've watched a handful of shows about like housing in the UK. So I know like this much about the housing situation over there. Yeah. That will happen sometimes. But look, sometimes it's another thing to think about where people in the United States don't realize that we have farms bigger than some countries. I don't think the Paladin's gonna see Moltthorn tonight. I don't think so. Well, alright. So I'm gonna move to recap right here. Because I'm gonna Look, it's not Moltthorn's fault. I see Moltthorn all the time. It's just that he has one very specific drop that only drops off of him. This isn't Moltthorn's fault. He's trying. This is 100% the dev's fault. It's not even a good-looking hat. No. No, if anyone deserves that criticism, it's definitely Scalebelly. Scalebelly absolutely deserves that. Having 2 drops. And both of them are extremely rare. Meanwhile, this dude up here, Logosh, had 3. And I got all 3 of his in like 4 attempts. They just decided to give certain rares dedicated drops. And then have those drops never actually drop. It just happens like that sometimes, man. Alright. So, I realize that I've been doing the /played every time for recap, and I never have chat box visible, and that's an oversight on my end. I don't know how it's taken me almost 150 days since I enabled that to realize in my brain no one can see that. I'm happy I've been reading it off, but I never registered people couldn't see that. Either way, so this character, the Paladin, I can open Altaholic. You're right. You are a clever person. Yeah. So, played time. I moused over one of those. Oopsies. Yeah. Mage at the most with 30 days. Evoker's only at 4 days. But the Mage was my first character made on this account. I've been playing it since before the release of Dragonflight, so it makes sense. And the Priest is the newest character that I leveled up during the bonus experience thing. Either way, total play time on the account is 55 days, 4 hours. Total achievements is 1,480 on this character. If I swap over to an Alliance character, that number will be slightly different. I think, pretty sure there's an achievement recap thing on here somewhere also, but whatever. And if I open up all the things on account mode, I'm at 22.32%, which also changes based on what class, race, and faction you're on. Because there are certain things that are just completely 100% unobtainable on on this one. So like different druid shapes, customizations, I could never possibly earn on this character, period. And there are some of those that are specifically tied to faction. So like there's a Worgen in Stormwind. There's a Worgen in Stormwind that gives you the crow shape for druid flight. And that's only obtainable on an Alliance druid. Even though you can use it as a Horde druid, you can only obtain it on an Alliance druid. Blood Knight Tavern is another one. Funny thing, whenever I mouse over Linen Cloth here, you actually see that I have one quest I need to do in the Ghostlands. And that's because that quest is only available to a Blood Elf Mage. So, if it wasn't for that one quest being only available to a Blood Elf Mage, I would be 100% done with Linen Cloth in this account. just, you know, a little note there. So yeah, 22.32%. That looks like it is a number that is increasing. That looks like it's going up. That looks like it's gone up by 0.3. Which is actually a pretty decent amount. If we open up and look at what I've actually been working on, which is the Eastern Kingdoms. That's a lot of green. We got a couple places that are completely finished. Blackrock Mountain, for some reason, is tagging the Behemoth as dropping the 2 of Warlords. I don't know why. Because as far as I'm aware, 2 of Warlords is not a dedicated drop of the Behemoth. But, alright. And it's showing up because I haven't turned in the full set, so therefore I haven't completed the quest to turn in the full set. He might have an increased chance of dropping it, but I'm pretty sure Inscription can just make all the old cards for Dark Moon, so not really any point. I haven't done Gilneas at all because I haven't played a Worgen character, so that's a thing that'll have to happen eventually. I wonder how many times I'm gonna have to play through that in order to get all the transmogs and stuff. Probably 4 times at least. It might be that I have to play through Gilneas once on every class that a Worgen can be. That just occurred to me, and that's a little bit spooky. Swamp Sorrows is almost done. I have a handful of things for some various male armor types that I need to do. Yeah, a lot of these zones are getting really up there, really close to being finished. This is progressing. It's looking better to me. Granted, the main cities are all, like, 2,900 things to do, like, and almost all of that is PvP vendors and patterns. Like, it says there's a ton of stuff to do here, but it's all vendor stuff. And it's all, like, tabards, PvP armor. So this tab can basically be ignored for a while. And then there's quests, and they're all just nonsense. A lot of those aren't even that big of a thing, or they're repeated things. Yeah, so like the Epicurean Award. Yeah, Justin Valor. Yep. The Epicurean Awards, to be fair, I've really hit the Epicurean Awards pretty hard. I've done a ton of the cooking quests on the mage, and I've only got the Northrend rewards that are needed at this point. But that's still a lot of them. And so it still shows up everywhere all the time. So yeah, a lot of those are... How many times do Epicurean Awards show up? How many times does the... Where was it? Why does the selfie upgrade lens show up here? I can't even... Well, I haven't done the filters. I haven't gotten the filters. That's probably why it's still showing up. Because I can't even do that quest. I've already done it on Horde. It's a one-time per account quest, as far as I'm aware. So yeah, that's all stuff. That's all some nonsense. Why does it say I'm hated with Stormwind? Oh, because I'm on a hard character, duh. Either way, that's where I'm sitting at for 22.32% total completion according to all the things. With that said, I'm going to be done for the night. So please enjoy. And with any luck, I'll be on at... I'm planning on this being my end point. Like my end time going forward for now. But with my problems of consistency and having to help people out and do other things and with the real life stuff, I can't guarantee that, but this is where I am planning on having my endpoint for the foreseeable future. So, yeah, good night. Enjoy.